With me, yes, Mr. Kola. We are here to take its reaction from the game between Tottenham and Arsenal at the North London derby that was held at the London Stadium on the white side of North London. Mr. Kola, welcome to the show once again.
Welcome. Thank you very much. Welcome.
All right. So before this game, Arsenal had injury crisis, or not injury crisis, but they were going to miss two big absences in their midfield. Declan Rice out with a suspension, Martin Odegaard out with an ankle injury. Were you afraid coming to this game?
Yes, I was afraid, really, and I was scared because of that. Because Arsenal, the truth, this game reveals something. Arsenal doesn't really have a deep squad. So I think Arsenal needs to buy more players and have a deeper squad. Because when I looked at the bench, I couldn't really see anybody on the bench. I actually saw youth players, and apart from Gabriel Jesus and I think Ryan said that was just purchased. And sadly, I would have loved Merino, the new guy that was just purchased, to have showed the skills in the midfield. But unfortunately, we played conservatively because the start of the game is unlike a normal Arsenal game when we have low possession, almost 40-60 possession in the average, 10-70 at the time to Tottenham, which is unlike a passing and a fluid playing game football team like Arsenal. But we have come off stay, even though Arteta is a young coach for 5 years, but he showed a lot of maturity. And that's why Arsenal decided to play conservatively. And that shows that we have a very tough defense and we can absorb pressure. And that's a good pressure for us. So it was a nice game. We were lucky and not lucky, but we worked hard and we got the maximum.
It worked out for Arsenal. So in that game, we saw a midfield trio that never played together, and they were all thrown into this game due to the situations. We had Jorginho starting his first game of the season. Partey was being a backbone in the midfield all through the season since it started, and then Leandrotrossard being drafted into the Odegaard position. How did you think all three performed?
They all tried. They played well. Having someone like Partey and having someone like Jorginho, we are naturally defensive-minded players. We don't really have a natural attacking midfielder. So the spaces were not being opened. But thank God we played conservatively. We did the basics well, defended well, did our passes well, and waited for an opportunity, and we got the goal, and it was a nice game. So I'll give kudos to the coach. But the lesson learned from is that Arsenal needs a deeper squad, because we come in and out again. Like usually said, a good attack wins a game, but a good defense wins the tournament. I think our greatest threat this season is the form of Man City. Man, those guys are in the form of our life, of their lives. A single player scoring nine goals, and I'm sure that 9 goals has scored up to 70% of Premiership teams. So hopefully, let's see as it goes. Nice one. We are still close. Let's see as it goes.
Okay, so we are still close. Then looking at the defense, this is the first time Jurgen Timber has played 90 minutes for Arsenal since his Arsenal career started. But it also seems that this is the preferred back four of Arteta. Timber, Gabriel, Saliba, Rice. How would you rate them?
Yeah, it's an improvement. It's an improvement on what we had last season. So, and that means that by the time Timber blends with the team, I think Arsenal will be a very solid defensive form. A defensive force. So we build our defense, but I still think we need to get players mid-season. We need more fluidity. We need more attacking-minded players. We need the natural scorer to be able to. I don't know how Stanley will cope in the team. Stanley is old. He's played almost in all the big teams in Europe. In England, played in Man City, played in Liverpool, played in Chelsea, and now he's in Arsenal. He's a very experienced player, but let's see how it goes. They perform well. But the most important thing is that they got the result. 3 points, a very difficult 3 points, I have to tell you, because we have played 3 difficult games. It's going to be difficult for anybody. It's going to be difficult for Man City. It's going to be difficult for Liverpool. Playing Brighton, that game against Brighton, playing 10 against Liverpool was a good point for us. Aston Villa is still a force to reckon. They are going to take points away from the big four, from the big six, or from the big contenders. And we have now gotten a very sleeky point, a very sleeky game for you to get maximum from Tottenham. So far, so good. Arsenal is on track. And our ultimate goal this season is to get that league. Hopefully, this might just be our turn.
Okay. All right. Now, in this game, at that moment, 17th minute, we Arsenal at the corner. A good cross by bukayosaka and a powerful bullet header by gabrielmagalhaes to give us the goal and ultimately the 3 points. How was that moment for you?
That moment was the moment I prayed for. In everything in life, there's still that nothing is perfect in life. Though life is always life is not mathematics. It's only 2 plus 2. At times you don't play too well, but but there's what we call form in life, and there's what we call class. You understand? Form is what comes and go, but class is what we have. If you have class, even though you don't play well, somehow, trickily, somehow the experience we speak, the confidence of the team we speak, and that shows that the team has gone a long way. Getting a vital 3 point event. Tottenham will take points from Man City. Tottenham will slightly take points from Liverpool or whatever. So for Arsenal, 5 games so far, 4 wins, 1 draw is a nice one.
All right, so Arsenal form is temporary, but their class is permanent. All right, so going into the midweek, Arsenal faces Atalanta away in Italy, and then back at the weekend they face Manchester City, also away at the Etihad. What are you looking forward to?
It's still going because we still need the other guy in the midfield. But I think with the introduction of Rice, there is going to be more stability, and I hope that we just get something out of it from the Atlanta game. So win or lose the Atlanta game, we still have a lot of games to play in the Champions League. But our major fear is the next game against Man City, which is going to be tough. Because Man City, like I said before, is in the form of their life. Those guys are playing so well. They have the experience. They have this guy back. Their former captain. Go back from back, and they are in the form of their life. It's going to be a very difficult game, But hopefully, if Odegaard comes back, obviously the right to play because they had 2 yellow cards, just a match suspension, we can still stick something out of that game. But I'm not even looking at the Atlanta game. I'm looking at the Man City game. We can get a draw from that game, make Man City to drop points. We are good to go.
All right, Arsenal make Man City to drop points, and they are good to go. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Kola.
Thank you very much.
Have a lovely weekend, sir.
And you guys are patriotic. You guys are really doing a good job.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Guys.
Thank you.